Hi community, how are you doing? It's Spirit Guide. So I'm about to go on live soon to do my second reading. So check me out over there, okay? So before this is just like an in-between video, okay, talking about crystals versus stones and explaining the ones that I have on my table, okay? So let me make sure everybody can see it. Yes, you can see it. Okay, great. So I use use of crystal versus stone is just entirely the preference of the person who's choosing to use them. I personally use stones. Stones are made up of many different elements. That's why they are solidified into a stone. So you can look at the amethyst, right? The amethyst is here. You see it has some white in it. Okay, so it's made up of many different elements of crystal and earth. Okay, so for me, stones is what I use. Is what you see sometimes when he's operating. You see sometimes, the stones are in here. Stones for me and universally conduct a lot of energy, right? They protect and encapsulate the person that's wearing them. Okay, so stones. So these are all stones. Okay, so these are stones. Okay. Now, this is not a crystal, okay? This is not a crystal. I don't have any crystals, unfortunately, because I don't use crystals. Not to say I don't like them. They're not a part of what I use. Crystals are good. Crystals are typically shaped like this, but this is a stone. This is not a crystal, okay? But they're shaped like this. They're like a prism and they're clear. That's how you know it's a crystal. Crystals are clear, stones are not, okay? Crystals people wear around their neck, and crystals are, and I have this glass. This is glass, by the way, okay? But I'm using it as an example of a crystal. Crystals are a lot more expensive than stones are, first of all, okay? Stones are made up of just many different elements. As you see, I have amethyst, onyx, and jade here, okay? So what begins to happen is, I'm going to go over the meaning of each of the stones. So what happens with stones is, the reason I choose stones is a personal thing for me. I am an intuitive, as you know, and I do have other abilities that lend in the metaphysical world of psychic, meaning like, I don't make all predictions. Sometimes they'll come out on videos you've seen, but I'm really a very highly intuitive person. And I also connect with individuals on their level, meaning I connect with their aura. So for me, stones are chosen. That's what I choose, because stones help protect my energy. Stones help, I'm not going to say ward off, but they help to keep back energy that's not meant for me. I remember, like I shared before on my channel, this is a journey, a life journey for me. I have always been intuitive, and I grew up in a family where my grandmother knew I was intuitive. They would call it psychic. At that age, I was, when I was younger. I would see and talk to people and talk about people that have passed away. I believe that children up to the age of 12 are extremely psychic, because they're so innocent and pure that they just came from the universe. So they're telling us about it, okay? So during that time, I remember I started wearing a lot of topaz. And if you know about topaz, and they're stones, I never wore crystals. I always wore stones. Stone topaz is about health, love, and psychic ability. So my grandmother would have she was a religious person with another religion, but she would always have a heart attack every time she saw me. Like, she would take one topaz necklace from me. I would show up with a topaz ring. Like, so I was already unknowingly sharing with the universe my gifts. So this would be an example of what a crystal would look like. I don't have any crystals. This is glass, okay? So crystals would be see-through. This is see-through, okay? Crystals are used to conduct energy. So if you have a crystal on, it will actually, the properties of an actual crystal, similar to a diamond, it conducts energy. So if you want a topaz crystal, it's going to conduct the energy for the psychic energy that needs to come to you. So crystals pull energy towards you. Stones, not so much ward it off, but stones protect your energy and they encapsulate it. Okay, so those are the differences between the two. Crystals will draw energy to you, stones do not. Stones they're there and they encapsulate your energy to block anything that is going to be not good of your energy. Okay, all right, so we have onyx here. Onyx is my favorite, actually. This is, it represents strength, perseverance, and the ability to overcome challenges, okay? So onyx is something that is like, a lot of people will wear it as a crystal, but then they'll traditionally wear an onyx as a stone because again, it's going to protect that energy, protect your perseverance. Okay. Amethyst, this is for peace and unification. This is my favorite. Okay. It's just something that if you have any kind of adversity in your life, things aren't going right, get yourself an amethyst. It is going to calm you down and it actually feels really nice when you're touching it. Okay. Again, you can get the stone or the crystals, up to you. And amethyst again. And then jade. Okay. Jade is funny because this is actually given to me by someone I bought the masculine deck from. They were on Etsy. They gave me a card and they gave me a jade and a heart, which I love and I will never get rid of. Okay. It is nobility, wealth, and protector of generations. Jade is something that everybody, I think, wears. You hear people, they are named after jade. Okay. So when it says that it is a protector of generations, jade is like the storyteller. Jade is the storyteller. Jade is the stone that will be able to last for generations. And it's actually the most durable stone of all the stones. Okay. Topaz is also durable as a stone, but topaz, I find the ones I've had as a stone, they tend to separate from, like, if it's on a necklace, you know, the topaz will separate from the necklace. I don't know if it's because it's heavy or if it's just the spiritual properties of it. I don't know. But every topaz I've had, ring, necklace, everything, within 5 to 6 years, it separates from where it's supposed to be, its base. So it leads me to believe topaz has to be by itself and kind of just be looked at. Okay. So this is just a brief tutorial on stones. So if you see them on my table,